everybody, and welcome to the Amateur Expert Live. We are here, episode 17 of the Amateur Expert Show, and today I'm interviewing a good friend of mine, Toy. So just waiting for her to join in, and we will get her added. Toy is in, so I just have to get her added in.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Toy. How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
It's my first live video ever.
Welcome to the Amateur Expert Show.
Thank you.
So if you could please introduce yourself to the audience.
Oh, man. Like, should I go inside? Is the car is going to be an issue?
I can hear you just fine. I don't know, possibly.
Okay.
There's been a siren or two on a couple of my other videos, but you know.
I was just trying to avoid the babies are napping, and they might wake up and start yelling.
We'll take it as it comes.
Okay. All right, well, my name, I have to pull up first and last?
I can't see you.
Oh. Wait.
I only see half of your face.
Oh, man. Technical difficulties. That was better outside. Alright. Man. Can you see me? No.
I can see you.
Alright. So I have to first and last.
Tanita said, lift the camera, Toy.
Huh?
Tanita said, just lift the camera.
Toy.
We still can only see half of you. There you go. That's it.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, man. People are talking. I'm going to go back inside. I'm sorry, y'all.
This is perfect.
All right. My name is Toy Clifton. I am an attorney / realtor / mother. What else am I supposed to introduce myself as?
This sounds good. So actually, let's turn me up a little bit. Oops. So my first question, Toy, is what did you want to be when you grew up, and what was the motivating factor behind that?
Well, I wanted to be a singer when I was little. If you ask my mom and my sisters, I was running around the house singing, dancing, ever since I can remember. And then when I was probably about 8 or 9, I wanted to be an attorney as well. And I think the motivation behind that, just watching shows, watching TV, and then also trying to, I've heard horror stories about the music industry. And I thought, well, if I learn, some of the things, I won't be subject to some of the pressures and some of the horror stories that a lot of artists fall into. Mm-hmm. And actually, before we got on, I remember that in junior high school, we had to write autobiographies, and I'll keep everything. I found this, and I found this, and this was 2000 and 2002. I had in there that I wanted to be an attorney, and I wanted to pass the bar on the first try, which I thought was hilarious. But
that is so sweet. Mm-hmm. So what did success look like to you at that point in time?
When I envisioned being a singer, it was touring, making lots of money, traveling the world, and just living a dream. And then when I was an attorney, I envisioned being in a high-rise office, my own office, and overlooking the city. And I always envisioned myself being a singer first, and then later on in my career, venturing out into law.
Okay.
So that's how I envisioned my success.
And how did you get from that dream of the high-rise office to where you are today?
Well, life happened. After law school, I did become an in-house counsel for a professional physical therapy company. But then, unexpectedly, I became pregnant with my twins, and now I'm taking a back seat kind of in my career to be at home with them. So, wait, I don't know if I'm answering your question fully.
So okay, so tell me, what steps did you take to get to law school, so to actualize your dream of becoming a lawyer?
Steps I took to law school. Well, when I was in undergrad, my sophomore year, well, actually my freshman year when we met in UConn, I hated UConn. It was horrible. At least my first semester. But I got used to it and I started to love it. But by that time, I already decided to leave. And when I got to Howard, I decided I hated it as well. And I just wanted to be done with school. So I told my parents my sophomore year when I was at Howard, I want to be a singer, and that was it. And it's just like, you have to finish school first. And I did finish school, and I started to pursue it, and I just didn't really like the route. Not to say it was a lot of hard work, but my confidence wasn't there, and there was a lot of just little things. I don't know if I could take the pressure and take the fame of people just constantly nitpicking at you, and so I decided to stay on the route to law school. So I didn't even study for the LSAT. I just took it, which I should have studied. So if you're planning on going to law school, don't do that. But interestingly enough, my first time applying to schools, I only applied to New York schools because I wanted to stay home. But I applied last minute, so I didn't get into any. And that was kind of a blow to my confidence because I'm kind of used to always succeeding at things. So the next year, I didn't apply to anything because it kind of just, I had to regroup. But then I went back, and the year after that, I applied to New York schools as well, and then schools outside of New York, and I went. And I don't remember what.
And you did the JD MBA program.
Yeah, I did the JD MBA. Like, I decided if I was going to go back to school, I was going to do both. I didn't want to do law school and then go back to school and do an MBA. I just wanted to get it all over with. And kind of the motivation for that is my parents or my family has a restaurant, and I thought it would be helpful to learn a lot of business strategies as being entrepreneurs to help out. So that kind of led to that JD MBA degree.
And what is your idea of success today?
Before, when I thought of success, it was more so just focusing on your career and accomplishing those goals. But now I think of it as being successful as a mother, being successful as a daughter, a friend, just all those different aspects in life, and not just in the career. Because the career you can always, I feel, succeed in or get back to it, for lack of better words.
Yep. And so what tips and motivators did you use along the way? I know you said that you, it was a blow to your spirit when you didn't get accepted the first round. So just if you can share any tips or motivators that you've used along the way in your career path or schooling, just in case someone is hearing your story and is inspired to either go to law school or go to Howard or go to UConn or,
I guess that is everything happens for a reason, and which is very, hi Kelly, which is very true. I think, I guess trusting yourself and having faith in everything will work out. Because I know when I got pregnant, I don't want to get emotional.
Oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Take your time, take a second.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I was kind of depressed for a while because I had
Mm-hmm.
just became an attorney. Well, I it wasn't planned, and I wanted to get married first, and um, kind of having to take a backseat in my career was a bit of a blow. But I mean, I wouldn't change it because I love them, I adore them. But I guess everything does happen for a reason.
Of course it
But
does.
I guess having faith in everything will work itself out and just keep going. So that was
And you have a great support system, great
yeah.
family and team behind you. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's also been helpful during your transitions, I'll say. Um, I wish I was like I could give you a tissue. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But I mean,
um,
I'm good now. But at the time, it was really hard, and then being twins at that.
right.
I mean, after I accepted I was going to be a mother, I was fine. But at the time, it was really hard. So I guess having those setbacks, just having faith that it'll work out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a good place now because even though I'm not in the office, I still am able to practice
Mm-hmm.
law on my own.
Right.
So that's I'm lucky enough that being an attorney, you don't have to be in an office. You can
Right.
do things at home. So I know not everybody is going to have a career or a job that allows them to do that. So I don't even know what to say to that if you don't. But I guess having other avenues of still trying to get to your goals and what you deem as success. Because
Mm-hmm.
being at home, I don't have, I guess, a steady paycheck, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to do other things. Like my sister and I just started a photo booth business. So trying to come up with other ways to be able to be successful as a mother and soon still be able to be successful in your career. So I guess it gives you ways of being creative and keep going. Yeah,
Yes.
that's all I got.
That's perfect. That was perfect. And thank you for sharing that and being vulnerable with us.
I wasn't
The
planning.
last question that I have, well, actually, no, let me ask you this. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Hmm.
This was a bonus
Uh,
question. Sorry.
I don't remember that being on the list.
Bonus.
um, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I don't. I just keep seeing myself in a magazine somehow. I don't know how, but I feel like I'm going to get there. I feel like um, I'm going to
Maddie
be
P
successful
says,
in
married and
something
rich.
very that too. That's Matthew, my high school sweetheart slash college sweetheart, and he is very successful in his position. So that was also helped me take a backseat. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what I would do if I had a horrible boyfriend slash baby father. I'd probably be somewhere
Yes,
crying.
having a good
Um,
support team and good partner in life is very important.
it is. So that has helped me. He's been very supportive in providing. He's picking up that slack since I'm home more with the kids. So yes, hopefully, not hopefully, but married and rich is the goal. You hear them, they're crying right now. They woke up. So, yeah.
All right, so the last question is I call myself the amateur expert, and I pride myself on knowing a little bit about a lot. So if you can, please share with me a random fact, tidbit of information, or something that will help me answer a $200 question on Jeopardy.
A random tidbit or fact. Oh, man. I actually, this is hilarious. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and this often comes up randomly that Marie Antoinette, she never said "let them eat cake," but her last words were "excuse me, sir," because she stepped on the guillotine guy's foot. That's
what?
Very random. I know, it's random. You said a Jeopardy fact.
That is random, but that could be a Jeopardy question, so I appreciate that.
That was her last words. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, thank you, Toy, again for being on the show. I appreciate you not just being on the show and being a guest, but for you being a friend to me for all these years. And I look forward to seeing you excel and, you know, the desires of your heart come true, not just in the next 5 years, but, you know, in your lifetime. And thank you again for being on the show.
Oh, sorry, sis.
Tanita, I want you on next.
Thank you for having me, and I wish you nothing but the best. You know that. And I hope all of you guys watching will be interviewed one day.